How's it going, Jeremians? A lot of you guys have been asking me about the high-resolution Midi on the Casio PX-S1000 and the Casio PX-S3000. Does it make a difference? Do I think it makes a difference? And when I play it, is there a discernible difference? So a little background on Midi for those who are not too familiar. Traditionally, Midi is transmitted and received over 128 levels, which is level 0 to 127. But what high-resolution Midi attempts to do is basically sending and receiving signals, Midi signals and instruction codes of more than 16,000 different levels. So the traditional 128 levels has been found to be wanting by a lot of musicians. They feel that it is just not sensitive enough when you're playing from soft to loud, and they feel that they can express more dynamics if they had more than 128 levels to transmit data as well as receive data on digital pianos and keyboards. So even though the Casio PX-S1000 and the Casio PX-S3000 has 5 levels of touch sensitivity, that is basically just a parameter for how sensitive the keys are to be, but it doesn't affect what is it able to transmit over the entire Midi spectrum. So even though it has only 5 levels of touch sensitivity, it is still able to transmit up to 16,000 levels of Midi data. This high-resolution Midi isn't a new technology because the Casio PX-5S 5 years ago already has this technology built into that high-end synth digital piano keyboard, and Casio is really just taking advantage of that technology and bringing it into the PX-S series, and I believe that's the reason why they are able to use dual sensor instead of a tri-sensor setup. And you can have high resolution Midi, but it is only good if the hardware that you're using to receive that Midi signals, that high resolution Midi signals, can interpret that data accurately and use it to produce a better sounding and more sensitive touch. Frankly, with the piano sound, I would be surprised if anyone can really hear the difference between a high-resolution Midi and a normal standard 128 steps Midi. Are you able to hit a Midi chord of 80 all the time? I don't think most people can do that. Yeah, it does make a bit of difference in the soft to loud, but most musicians are not able to be so specific in how they transmit their data by hitting the notes. But what I think is very useful for high-resolution Midi would be for the wind players, right? Wind players, as well as, for example, those who are playing the Midi guitar, because there's a lot of slides and bending, and they would definitely benefit from having the high-resolution Midi instructions. So the conclusion for me is this: do I feel that there is a discernible difference between high-resolution Midi and standard 128 steps Midi on the PX-S1000? Nope, I don't feel or hear any difference. Till the next time, enjoy your day. Bye-bye.